Hello again. Yeah, this one is good. I will just put it here. Okay. And so the first question is, one second, let me see where I stopped. But so when we think about what is staying healthy, we think about maybe some problem of the part of your body. But do you think that the brain is actually the captain of the whole ship, the captain of our body? Are you agree with this statement? Good. As we get older, our community looks to us for wisdom and stories. How many of you want to make sure your mind stays as sharp as your memories? Good. In Islam, we are taught to visit the sick and help our neighbors. Have you ever felt unsure of how to help a friend who seems to be struggling with their memories or getting confused? Now, a little bit exercise for our brain. Who remembers the first question I asked? What was the first question I asked?
About the sharpness and the...
Sorry?
Is your brain important?
Yeah,
No.
actually, yes. The brain is the captain, right? Yeah. Very good. Yeah. A little bit more exercise for your brain. Take a moment to recall what you did before you came here, before you came for picnic. And then what you did before that. Do you remember? Everybody remembers? Very good. The moment we try to recall something is very healthy for our brain. It strengthens the neural path. It forces your brain to engage the executive function in the prefrontal cortex to search through your storage files. This active searching keeps the brain's indexing system sharp. It builds cognitive reserve. By the way, one of the very important, very good exercise I remind my parents to do every day, to have a notebook and to write down everything they did during the day. Before they go to bed, write down everything you did. Of course, if they forget about it, so every night I send them a reminding message. My mom tries to follow. And if we have time at the end, I'll tell you more about recent research they did about cognitive research, about cognitive reserve. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to keep that captain of your body, which is brain, healthy for many years to come. Unfortunately, I was not able to connect my laptop to the screen, but since there are not so many people over here, maybe I'll show you my laptop. With yeah, I can. Okay, yeah, good. If you scan this QR code, you can record your attendance, but it's not mandatory. Anybody wants to scan the code and record your attendance? This is just for Alzheimer Association to keep track of.
I'm recording it.
Okay, good. So, how many of you know someone who has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease or dementia? Okay. Now, tell one good quality about that person or good memory about that person. You can tell that to the person next to you if you want. Let's just take a moment to look around the room and consider how widespread the impact. About 3 or 4 people raised hands, right? So almost 1/3, maybe half of the audience. So we see how widespread the impact of Alzheimer's and dementia can be. Alzheimer's and dementia have affected many of us, and worldwide the numbers are staggering. Paying attention to brain health and any changes we might notice in our or others' thinking or memory is really important. Second, please. So the numbers are overwhelming because behind every statistic is a real person, is a real family, a real story. Over 7 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's today. That's 7 million lives forever changed. And nearly 12 million people, spouses, children, friends, are providing care, not for a paycheck, but out of love. They give their time, their energy, and often their own health and well-being. Alzheimer's isn't just a disease of memory. It's a disease that steals futures. It's one of the most expensive conditions in our society, draining families emotionally and financially. If we don't act, the toll will only continue to grow on our healthcare system and our communities. My hope is that you live today not just informed, but inspired. Inspired to share what you've learned, inspired to take action for your brain health, inspired to support someone who is struggling, inspired to stand with us in this fight for a world without Alzheimer's and all other dementia, because together we can change the future. Let's take a moment to make sure we are all grounded in what we mean when we talk about cognitive decline or dementia, which is what most of the studies in brain health focus on. Cognitive decline refers to changes in memory, thinking, and/or reasoning that are worsening over time. Just as with our physical abilities, some cognitive decline is expected as we age. Not everyone with cognitive decline has dementia. Some causes of cognitive decline are reversible. Dementia is not a single disease. It's an umbrella term, like heart disease, that covers a wide range of conditions that affect memory, thinking, language, problem solving, and even personality. These changes are serious enough to interfere with daily life and independence. They don't just affect the person living with dementia, they ripple out to families, relationships, and entire communities. Dementia is not a normal part of aging. So Jane, this is a scenario question. Jane is 75 years old, and she, from time to time, she forgets where her glasses are in house. Do you think this is normal part of aging, and this is the first sign of dementia?
Normal.
Normal, yes, of course. Everybody at any age can forget where the glasses are. But the other day, Jane forgets where the store is located. The grocery store, which she has been going for the last 20 years. Do you think this is normal? Yeah, this probably is a sign of dementia already. When concerns about memory or cognitive changes arise, early detection is so important. Early detection isn't just medical, it's deeply personal. It's about giving people the best chance to live fully with dignity and support. I believe many people can hide, about their forgetfulness. They may think that they don't want to disturb their family, but actually they make it worse if they delay, because the more you delay, the harder to help you. When Alzheimer is caught early, there is a chance to make lifestyle changes that may help protect brain health. Things like managing blood pressure, quitting smoking, staying physically active, and keeping the mind and heart engaged through social and mental activities. It's not just about medication. Getting an early diagnosis can also bring peace of mind. It helps explain what's happening and gives families the chance to plan, connect, and make the most of their time together. It also opens the door to support program, resources, and community that understand what you are going through. Make an appointment with a doctor if you have concerns about yourself or someone you care about. There is a real hope on the horizon. For the first time, we've seen treatments that can do more than manage symptoms. They're actually changing the course of Alzheimer's disease. The US Food and Drug Administration has approved several medications that fall into two categories. Drugs that temporarily ease symptoms like memory loss or confusion, and anti-amyloid drugs that target the disease by removing beta amyloid from the brain. Clinical trial participants who received anti-amyloid treatments experienced a reduction in cognitive and functional decline, meaning these treatments slow disease progression. The anti-amyloid treatments that have been shown to slow disease progression are appropriate for people with mild cognitive impairment or mild dementia stage of Alzheimer's disease, and who also have evidence of a buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain. These new treatments are pivotal, though not a cure. Today, there is a worldwide effort underway to find better ways to treat the disease, delay its onset, and prevent it from developing. When it comes to any treatment, it's important to talk with a healthcare provider. The association believes that everyone deserves to live their life with healthiest brain possible. When we talk about promoting brain health and protecting memory and thinking, these messages are for everyone, all ages, all communities. We want to promote them far and wide and turn messages into action. We all live in different circumstances, where we live, our abilities, competing priorities, resources, and this affects our everyday living. But I'm confident we can all do something for our brain health. Think of one specific brain health question you would want to ask of your healthcare provider, which you usually go to. How many of you, by the way, the religion of Islam also can be very healthy, because reciting your daily prayers or reading the Quran is the time when your brain is most focused, very focused. Actually, those spiritual habits are some of the best exercises for your brain. There are many risks to brain health. Some, like age, we can't control, but there are actions we can take to help improve our brain health. Controlling certain health conditions and building more healthy living habits can make a difference. This is true even for people with a family history of dementia. Every step we take toward healthier living is a step toward a healthier brain. Here are the 10 healthy habits for your brain. What's good for your heart is good for your brain. Many of these habits, like eating right and getting moving, can also reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and some cancers. Brain health is important at all ages and stages. From childhood through older age, it's never too early or too late to take action for brain health. Taking care of your brain health can help you feel better now and help protect your memory and thinking when you are older. Many of these habits have ripple effects on others. Like exercise can help us sleep better and help control diabetes and blood pressure. And the more habits, the more benefits for our brain health. So let's say, how do you think age? I told about it. How do you think smoking? Is it the factor that we cannot change, or we can change that?
Okay.
Is it more, we can change that? How about genetics? Right, blood pressure.
Okay.
We can change blood pressure. Walking, quality of sleep. We can change that, right? Socializing with friends, right? Now, a little bit exercise for yourself. During the next 2 slides, I want you to move while you are listening to my slides. and see if it helps you to stay more focused. Just let's do seated march and raise your hands up and seated march and marching at the same time. Yes, good. So you can continue. No, seated, you can sit, you can still sit, yes. If you're tired, you can stop at any time, but the goal is for 2 slides, okay? Okay, keep doing it, keep doing it. I'm going to go over the next 2 slides. Very good, very good. Okay. The hypertension and diabetes are risks to brain health. It's important for people to monitor both and work with a healthcare provider to keep them controlled and prevented. For both, medications can be very effective, and other healthy habits like healthy eating, being physically active, and getting quality sleep can help too. For blood pressure in particular, there is gold standard evidence obtained in randomized control trials of diverse population that treating high blood pressure is a pathway to reducing cognitive impairment. Systolic blood pressure, the top number, should be under 130. Having high blood pressure might not have any obvious symptoms. So people, you cannot know that you have high blood pressure before you check it. So it's important to check it on a daily basis. We all know that physical activity and balanced nutrition are good for overall health, and this includes our brains. Eating right and exercise can have a positive effect on the volume, size of our brains. Get moving. There is not yet an exact prescription for physical activity. That is, we don't know exactly how much, how long, and how often we must exercise for the best brain health. But building more movement into your day, especially aerobic or cardio activity, is key. Find what works best for you. Going for a swim, getting off the train stop, further away and walking the rest of the way. Eat right. And we know balanced, healthy eating is good for the brain. This includes key themes from well-known healthy diets like the Mediterranean diet, DASH diet, and MIND diet, such as eating lower fat and less processed foods, and more vegetables and lean protein. Swapping in some healthier options or how you cook, like using olive oil instead of butter, can help you still enjoy your favorite foods or foods that are important of your culture and family. Let's see what example of exercise we can do in our daily life when we are home, for example. If we have outside, backyard, what we can do in order to move our body and have this blood flow, what example of exercises you can do. Maybe you practice something already.
Exercise.
Gardening, very good, yeah. Walking, just walking. Exercise bike, very good, yeah. Or treadmill also, right? You can still be on your phone while doing treadmill. Very good. So let's switch to the next slide. Maintain a healthy weight. Healthy weight is connected to a lot of the habits we've seen already. Midlife obesity is a risk to brain health. So maintaining a healthy weight early in life and throughout our adulthood is important. Sleep well. This is about getting good quality sleep regularly. There are things we might be able to control, like creating the best sleep environment possible for ourselves. But sleep-related problems like sleep apnea can affect brain health, and this need to be addressed with a healthcare provider.
Sleep well.
Sorry?
How can I sleep well? If I don't sleep at all.
Why? How? How can you still be alive if you don't sleep?
Sleep.
Huh?
How can I do that?
Oh, you sleep just 1 hour or something? How you don't sleep at all? It's not possible.
When I go to bed,
You can sleep.
sleep.
Mhm.
After 10 minutes, half an hour, woke up.
You awaken.
Yeah, till maybe 3, 4 morning.
Oh, I see. And then you fell asleep again?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that.
Sitting here, but I
But do you treat it somehow?
don't.
Yeah, there is I feel that over with later in our life, we don't need as much sleep as we needed before, but still there is a minimum of 6 hours. I think you should sleep. But how do you feel? Do you feel bad, or you feel okay, energized, and everything? You don't feel sick, or energized? Yeah. So it doesn't bother you too much. You just um, fell in some kind of routine your body is following, maybe, if it wakes up at the same time.
I have to do some exercise to get tired.
Sleeping pills.
Mhm.
Need to get sleep. But
Mhm.
If you have a routine, you follow the same routine before you sleep, whatever it is.
I was sleeping pills.
the same.
Sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills. Yeah, it should be addressed with health provider, of course. Yeah. But on the other hand, they give you pills which you might not want to take just for sleep. But maybe you can play with hours when you go to sleep to move the hours, and then your body will adjust later. It's like kids when they go to school after spring break or some break. It's hard for them to wake up. But when they do it next day, it's easier. The next day, it's even easier because body adjusts to your hours. Yes, maybe you might play and try to do something like that, just to move your body hours. Oh, this is Laura from Alzheimer Association.
So where?
From Alzheimer Association.
I have a question.
Yeah, yes, sure.
So sometimes, well, this is me, I sleep the whole night, taking something, but the brain is a little, so when I wake up, I'm tired and exhausted.
You're tired? So it's not as deep as you want to. It's not deep sleep.
The brain is still.
How do you recognize that brain is not sleeping?
Not being tired, I feel that my brain is discussing the issue, bringing issues.
But you feel it until you fell asleep, probably.
No, I'm sleeping. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I wake up, I'm tired.
That's interesting.
It's-
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
First of all, my sincere apologies. I got confused. I thought we were after the picnic.
Oh,
I am
yes.
So sorry.
No problem.
Everybody. I'm very embarrassed. But the good news is I live within 4 minutes of here. And I am so honored to be here. And I want to thank you for setting this up and all of you for joining. With respect to waking up and you're tired, I would consider asking your internist if you could get a sleep study because a lot of people have sleep apnea, and that is when your tongue falls over your air pipe while you're asleep. And it's very dangerous because that over time is going to lead to a stroke or to Alzheimer's. So more than ever, it is so important. All you do is go to your internist. Your internist will refer you to a neurologist. And I did this. And I thought, I'm not going to wear a CPAP machine, so it doesn't really matter. But I did it, and I had sleep apnea, and I wore a CPAP. And then I learned that there are dentists that work with sleep, and there is a device like a retainer that I wear. I haven't skipped a night ever because what happened was I woke up, and for the first time, I wasn't tired. I had so much energy, and I thought back, I remember in childhood being exhausted all the time. It is so important, so we talk about getting uninterrupted sleep, not waking up. If somebody next to you is snoring, maybe you should go to a different place. But just uninterrupted sleep. And if you have sleep apnea, you're never gonna have uninterrupted sleep.
So,
And at night is when all of the toxins leave our bodies, including everything in the brain. So it's very important to
For brain to take rest, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
so the retainer, all two.
The night guard.
The night guard.
Night guard that you, it helped you because I have a friend who did that same thing and she said it worked. Like she never slept that well.
and you're like
And she,
it's
yes,
an and
it really works.
and healthcare actually, the medical part of healthcare helps to pay for that.
Right.
The night guard.
The night guard for the grinding.
Well, paradoxically, the device for sleep apnea also serves as a guard.
Okay.
So it is very effective.
So if you wear a night guard, you don't need that other device.
Not if you are not waking up and feel tired all the time, then it sounds like you're good.
So you have to get a referral for dentist to get this retainer?
Have to first find out if you have sleep apnea.
No.
And so your doctor can refer you to a neurologist. And I have the name and number of a neurologist in Gaithersburg that I am happy to share. I went to him, he gave me like I downloaded something on my phone. And then they gave me a ring. So for 2 nights, I wore a ring and turned on the app. And at the end of 2 days, all that information went to my doctor.
Mhm.
I saw my doctor over the screen and he said, these are your results. It's mild, but mild still seemed like waking up 12 times an hour. And I was very surprised. So I went from there, but the retainer is a game changer.
And you recommended that? The doctor for sleep apnea recommended the retainer for you or your dentist?
The neurologist maybe.
I'm sorry,
Who recommended the retainer for
nobody
you?
for me, a friend of mine's husband went through the same thing and he got a retainer. And I was like, what? Where, like, nobody's talked about that to me. And so I called my doctor, he referred me to one, and this man is incredible.
He referred you to one neurologist or one dentist?
dentist.
Wow, that's interesting.
Share with us.
Yeah, and the dentist is actually on, off of in Rockledge.
Okay, yeah, that's
That's
amazing.
the dentist. The neurologist has 2 offices. I'll give you the information. I'll write it down and then you can take a picture.
Please.
Yeah, when we sleep, we're supposed to wake up energized and feel rested, right? At least, not vice versa. So let's continue with our next slide about healthy habits. Be smoke-free. We all know smoking is not good for us, and that applies to our brains too. The good news is that for people who quit smoking, the risk of cognitive decline lowers back over time to levels similar to those who have not smoked. Protect your head. Brain injuries increase the risk of developing certain forms of dementia, and repeated head injuries may increase risk even more. If you experience a head injury, don't overlook it. Talk to your health provider. Children and older adults are at greatest risk of falling. When do we usually decide to downsize to 1-level apartment or 1-level house? Maybe you have examples, or maybe you did that. When do you usually decide about moving? After after the fall, right? After fall happens, we decide, okay, now it's time to go. But it's possible to prevent it just by overlooking, at least checking your house where you live and to see how you can prevent. So let's see what one thing you can change in your house when you go back to make it safer for you, to make environment safer. Maybe to remove some additional rug, or maybe to make to remove some clothes you have in some room on hallways. Yeah, if you have any
Chairlift,
huh?
chairlift if you have stairs. You can put a chair.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Right.
A lot of people fall
Using
from
the
the
stairs,
stairs.
kind of supposed to.
Oh,
Using stairs,
yeah.
stairs, yeah.
On one hand, yes.
Yeah. We have to set it again. No, I try to using the stairs to strong my muscles.
Right.
My back, my legs.
Right. But for it's safer, we need to not to forget about safe as well, to be safe. So if you have to get some device that you can use at home instead of the stairs that can replace stairs exercise, that would be great. Another advice is stay in school. Formal education is a protective factor for brain health. And the more schooling, the better. The theory is that we build up a cognitive reserve like a bank that we carry with us into older age. We are continually learning as children and need to keep doing so as adults, which leads up into the next one. Challenge your mind. Challenge your mind, finally. When we talk about cognitive engagement, it's really about challenging your mind and making your brain work. The key is the activity needs to be complex and challenging or include new ways of thinking. So, for example, if you learn one language and you become on some conversational level, it's not challenging for you anymore. So switch to something else. Try to learn how to play guitar, or learn some other artwork or something like that. So right now I'm going to challenge your mind. Try to sign your name with your right hand in the air. Yeah. Just regular way. Sign your name. And now sign it backwards. Backwards. From the end is easier for you, right? So however is easier for you. So you don't know your name? And now try with your left hand. Do the same with your left hand. So, and you can use it during the day as well. Everything you do if you're right-handy, try to do daily stuff with your left hand. It's very challenging for your mind. So take the trash with your left hand instead of right hand. Another good exercise in the kitchen for your memory, just open up your fridge and stare at the fridge for a few minutes and try to memorize everything. Then close the fridge and write down or draw the fridge what is in there, what items are there, or tell your spouse.
To the fridge to get something. When I arrive 2 steps, I stop. Why I came here? What I wanted to take. Steps only.
Yeah.
Happens a lot, really.
Because you remember, recall is very good exercise. Just recall. Sometimes we are impatient. I don't remember. That's it. Try to recall. Yeah, you are in the class in school and the teacher asking you questions. So you try hard to recall. You cannot just skip and say, I don't remember. Then you're going to have a bad mark and you're going to
walk backwards.
Huh? Or walk backwards. Yeah, it's very good for balance too. Yes. So the next thing I was gonna cover. So why are this? Yeah, sure.
Really so important. when I decided to go to the refrigerator to get something, I arrived there and I forget exactly why I came here.
When you decide to do what, sorry? When you decide to do something?
To get something from the fridge.
Oh,
to
so-
get egg, to get
Yeah.
anything. I arrived there from this place, 2-3 steps.
So does it happen often, too often?
Yeah.
Can he write it down when he starts walking toward the fridge?
When I get the paper and the pen to write,
Yeah, that's why we need to practice more. And of course, you need to address that to professionals as well. This question, maybe if it happens too often and you feel like it's not normal anymore, then of course it's better to address to personality.
many times, but it happens.
It happens, yeah. It happens to me as well.
It happened to us. We
Yeah.
opened the fridge, what did we come to get it?
Right. Usually we are not a.
Then you remember.
Yeah. Because usually we are either they say,
Only correction is she used the word us. It happens to us.
oh,
I'm saying it happens to her.
He's in denial.
So yeah, they say we live either in the past or in the future. Our brain lives either in the past or in the future. But a few seconds or minutes during the day, we live in present moment. That's why praying is very important, right? In praying, even when you pray, your brain get distracted so much. Or then by the end, we woke up. Oh, okay, that's it. I'm done. And yeah, it's difficult. Our brain is tricky with us. So
I think we have so much on our brains, like we have to check our Facebook, we have to check this, we have to check our telephone messages, we have to do groceries, we have to make calls to people, we have to call home. I mean, there's so much, that.
but it depends on our approach. On the other hand,
Alive.
Yeah, on that.
But we are not used to this life that much,
On the other hand, it's challenging for mind. So, but if you stress in very small portions, it's even good than without any stress. But if it's getting on a regular basis, it's not so. It can be risky for your overall health, of course. So why are these the 10 habits? The evidence around brain health risk factors is continuously evolving. Because of that, the association continuously monitors the evidence and draws conclusions based on published studies and reports. Right now, these are the 10 areas that have the strongest level of evidence. So that is what is included in our 10 healthy habits. As I mentioned, the science continues to evolve. Just because a risk factor is not listed here does not mean it has no influence on cognitive decline or dementia. For now, focusing on these 10 is the priority. You can learn more about it on the website at alz.org. This is Alzheimer's Association website /healthy habits. And after this workshop, I'm going to share with you the presentation slides with the links. So what can I do now for my brain health? And we can answer this question later by the end of presentation. The 10 healthy habits showed us that many health behaviors and conditions can affect the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. And now we have evidence that doing something about them can have a positive impact on our brain health. The US Pointer study showed that a program combining exercise, nutrition, cognitive engagement, and health monitoring can meaningfully protect brain health. This was a randomized, controlled clinical trial that tested 2 lifestyle interventions in a large, diverse population of older adults at risk for cognitive decline. Participants were in either a self-guided or structured lifestyle program. Cognitive function improved for both groups, but the structured group showed the greatest benefit, performing at cognitive level comparable to adults nearly 2 years younger. This is a very important study that underscores the message that healthy behaviors have a powerful impact on our brain health. So what is US Pointer? US Pointer brain health recipe includes a balanced exercise routine that includes about 30 minutes of aerobic exercise 4 times a week, along with strength or resistance exercise and stretching and balance activities. Having blood pressure, blood sugar, and weight regularly checked by a healthcare provider. Following the MIND diet, including eating dark leafy greens, berries, nuts, whole grains, olive oil, and fish. Regularly exercising and challenging their brain. Let's see how we can change our daily habits. For example, instead of potato chips, I could eat what? What kind of snack can I eat instead of potato chips? Nuts. Yeah, very good. Veggies. Candy. Yeah, if it's a natural candy from dry fruit, then it's good candy. Yeah, you know, in Costco they sell, it's called That's It. That's It. It's dried fruits. I love it. They are so tasty.
Can you
Good
eat sticks?
Cheese sticks? Yeah, cheese sticks is good. Again, it depends on what brand. If it's no. I think your stomach will tell you if it's bad quality or something.
One stick a day.
Yeah, cheese is good. A good, better snack than chips, obviously. Instead of drinking soda or very sweet fruit juice, I could drink
Green tea.
green tea, mint tea, herbal tea, water with lemon, right? Instead of reaching for a samosa or fried chips, I could snack on, again, nuts, yes, roasted.
Potato chips fried in olive oil with 50% less sodium and 50% less fat in Trader Joe.
On Trader Joe?
Trader Joe.
Oh, yeah, Trader Joe is a good store.
But 50% less oil and 50% less sodium.
Oh, nice. Did you read it in ingredients, the
Yes.
percentage? Oh, wow,
And
you're
there's
so...
no artificial stuff in there.
Wow, yeah, this is good store. I like Trader Joe. So remember that what we do every day can make a real difference in protecting our brain health. The US Pointer study showed that we can take charge of our brain health. It is never too early or too late to start. Remember the 10 healthy habits for your brain and the US Pointer brain health recipe. And think about what you can do to build more brain healthy habits into your daily living. So I want to make sure, what is the next slide? I want to make sure you know about the ways that Alzheimer Association can help you and your community, no matter where you are on your journey. The free 24/7 helpline at, you can write down this phone number.
It's actually on the information.
Oh, yeah, so you have it. This helpline is always open. So either it's yourself or someone of your loved ones, you can call and ask about resources, about any concerns you have about yourself, for example, that you cannot tell to other people. And they're very helpful. I called them one time and they emailed me the whole list of resources, programs that are nearby for one of our clients. The Alzheimer Association website, alz.org, is a powerful tool. It connects individuals and families to local programs, services, and educational resources. We also offer education and support programs, both in person and online. These programs cover everything from the basics of Alzheimer's to advanced caregiving strategies and professional training. They are designed to reach all communities and are delivered by trusted staff, volunteers, and partners. Many are also available on demand. For caregivers and those living with dementia, we provide compassionate, community-based support. This includes support groups at ILZ Connected, our free online community where people can share experience and find encouragement from others who truly understand. We also offer tools like ALZ Navigator, an interactive guide that helps people create personalized action plan based on their unique needs. Alzheimer Association Trials Match connects individuals living with cognitive impairment, Alzheimer's disease, or another dementia, caregivers and healthy participants with current research studies. This free, easy-to-use service helps you find clinical research that may be a good fit, whether you are focused on treatment, diagnosis, care, or prevention. And the Alzheimer Association, we are more than a resource. It's a partner in your journey, here for you every step of the way. So pick just one of the 10 habits you can focus this week. Remember 10 habits that I showed you on US Pointer? So one habit you can focus on this week. Just pick one for yourself. Yeah, one of the habits you want to focus. Okay.
Learning to play an instrument.
Play an instrument? You want to learn play an instrument? New skill? Awesome.
I have guitar, but
You don't. Who played guitar? Your kids?
well, I brought for them. But
They didn't play.
still,
Yeah, guitar.
I kept it.
Okay, nice. Anybody else wants to share what they're gonna work on this week? What habit you're gonna work this week? Eating behavior or safe environment or exercises or challenge your mind with new skills.
Exercise.
More exercise? Okay, good. So stairs not enough. You will add something else. Okay,
I
good.
go to swimming, yeah, exercise in the water, and some stretching. Because my back, alhamdulillah, that's great.
Good.
Learning
I-
play some games, mind games.
Mind games? Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a Mohjan game.
So it's
Pretty complicated.
I tried to try to play, but I play bridge. online.
Oh, you do play bridge?
Socially also I play bridge.
Nice.
But I would love to learn Sudoku, and I think somebody has to tell me what's the strategy behind.
Oh, Sudoku, yeah.
Let's check that.
Yeah, I can show you if I just need to bring the book of Sudoku that you have. I can show you. It's not so difficult. I think bridge is more
It's
difficult.
online also.
There is online?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I
But I have paper book. You can just rip the paper, try to do Sudoku, and then you can throw it.
You mean newspaper?
A book, Sudoku book. Yeah.
I don't have a book, but I go online. But I tried doing it, but people say it's so easy, but I didn't do it. So I felt
There are
yeah.
different levels of Sudoku. It depends on how many squares. Yeah. Easy level. Yeah.
But
It's-
I think you have to know the strategy. There is a strategy to it.
Oh, to do it faster.
To do it correctly,
Hmm.
how you should start, which you have to start from the middle or from first square,
Yeah,
I
I'm
found it a bit difficult.
I'm not sure about strategy, but I can show you how to solve this problem without strategy. But maybe there are strategies behind it. I'm not sure. Actually, Rockville Senior Center, they have online meetings, and one of the meeting called Brain Games. And one of sisters joined there. I saw her, and it's they provide very interesting exercises. It lasts about 1 hour, and everybody's so engaged. Yeah, and you just do it at home. Very nice exercise, and they are completely free. They do it every other week. Rockville Senior Center. Rockville, just go.
Rockford Pike.
It's on
Nelson
Coronation Drive.
Yes, Carnation Drive.
Congressional Drive, okay.
Coordination.
Carnation.
Yeah, it's
The
in,
Rockville Senior Center.
just.
There's one
related
not
to fun.
Nancy Desek Center also, they
This is
have.
the
also.
Rockville.
Nancy Desek, they do more of exercises, something
Yeah.
for seniors, yeah. And also Alzheimer does memory cafe somewhere. Yeah. What center is it?
So then, it The memory cafe is for people who are in the early stages of mild cognitive impairment or Alzheimer's. Memory cafe though is, the leaders have been with it for a very long time and they're both moving on. So we are taking a pause over the summer and we'll be back in the fall, hoping to do 2 days a month. From 12 to 1 for somebody who has a case of mild cognitive impairment or a diagnosis of Alzheimer's.
So where is Memory Cafe?
It's at this one is at the Rockville Senior Center in person. There's also one in Leisure World. There's one online with Oasis. And that's Fridays, once a month on Fridays. So if you're interested, you can go on our website and look up support groups, memory cafes.
But it's gonna pause during summer. It's gonna pause for summer everywhere.
The one in Rockville is not gonna meet again until September. We're gonna take a break.
Oh, but other locations will be still available. Other locations you mentioned, Oasis
One
or
is
Leisure.
is always the fourth Thursday of the month,
Mm-hmm.
the last Thursday of the month, from 2 to 3:30, and it's in their activity center, their clubhouse 2, in Leisure World.
It's in Silver Spring, right?
Or-
Leisure World.
It's in Albany.
Huh?
Leisure World is in Albany?
As I remember, Silver Spring.
Silver Spring.
Right off Georgia. Right
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Before OPM.
Okay, so to help fuel our mission of Alzheimer Association, we engage volunteers at every level of our organization and raise funds to support our efforts. Often our fundraising events are the entry point for individuals to volunteer with the association. Held annually in more than 600 communities nationwide, the Alzheimer Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest fundraiser for people with Alzheimer's care support. Fundraiser for Alzheimer's care support and research. The event calls on participants of all ages and abilities to join the fight against the disease. Do What You Love to End ALZ is a personalized fundraising initiative by Alzheimer Association that builds on the success of their previous event, Their Longest Day. This refreshed campaign invites individuals to turn their passions into purpose by choosing any activity they love, whether it's baking, biking, painting. So the activity you love, you can turn into some event where you can invite other people and share everything that I shared today about Alzheimer Association resources. You have the power to help us move closer to our vision, a world without Alzheimer and all other dementia. The Alzheimer Association, yeah? By the end, do you have any questions for me? Let me see what.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for yeah. I thought it wasn't too heavy for you, too much information for you, or something like that.
Some supplements, Yulia and Prevagen, are they any good for memory? The supplements that
yeah.
advertise on television.
Oh, regarding supplements, I'm not a doctor, of course, but I recently watched the YouTube video with the one guy who is 77, but he looks like 57. He's a doctor, and he was talking about supplements that there are so many advertisements of so many supplements, but what you can be sure that will affect is exercising, and that worked for him, for example. So you should be very careful about supplements. They can be not so, light. They can be dangerous. Yeah, doctor, either alternative or no, yeah.
Information today that you have done is very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll come to.
But looking at your audience, we are here because we have some issue with our brain. So we could retain only so much of your lecture. So if we repeat your lecture like 8 weeks from now, or 10 weeks, or whatever, 6 weeks, and see if you get any response from your people that.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe some different topic, but related to our health overall. Yeah, they're all about, brain problems, cognitive declines. They're all around this area, about this field. By the way, about cognitive reserve, I mentioned that if we have time by the end, so if you, I wanted to share the research where they researched brains that were dead brains. And both brains, Alzheimer is a number of amyloid they found in your brain. And both brains have the same number of amyloids, but not every person has Alzheimer. So even the person who had amyloid, he didn't have Alzheimer. So they started to compare those brains, and they found out that the brain for the person who didn't have Alzheimer, actually, they had larger cognitive reserve. Yeah, cognitive reserve. And all this challenging mind, yeah, they help to build your cognitive reserve. Recalls during the day. So it's all improve your, make it larger, your cognitive reserve. So.
You know what I do? This is just, we have lots of flowers around our house. So I just try to remember. I go all around the house and I try to remember the name of all the flowers all around the house.
Oh, this is amazing. Yeah.
And because there are like about 20, 30 kinds of flowers. So, try to remember all the flowers.
Right. Very, very good exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to think hard sometimes, but then when you think hard, it comes to you.
Yeah.
Today we came here really, and I didn't know that we had a lecture. We came here to attend the function on Thursday, and I'm happy that I came here.
Got to it,
But I'm saying these kind of lectures need to be repeated so that we can.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to. Next time when people are not so busy with picnic. Yeah.
Picnic and food.
Yeah, right. So I hope you.
I had another experience.
Right. Okay.
Experience a problem too. Having not more at the time, but it is having more than one time. I was driving and suddenly, why I came here? Where am I going now? What's the name of this area? I stopped for a while, don't know anything. After that, I remember, I was driving to this direction to the home of my friend.
Yeah.
Takes me sometimes to remember that, and I find everything is strange around. I am here. What is the name of this place? Where I am wanted to go.
Yeah, my mom did the test. They have tests. Primary care doctor has a test where they can check out the level and see what you can do to improve your memory. Yeah, but this is the sign that you can work harder, probably paying more attention to your cognition, to your challenge somehow, socialize, meet other people, talk senior centers, or do something for community that will train your brain, learn something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why I like to do business, because it challenges you all the time versus say sitting in the office where you do the same stuff every day. This is hard to do, but it's challenging for your brain.
Yes. For you pass. Besides, those just memory games or cards.
But there are flashcards. Yeah, there are flashcards. You can buy even if you have grandkids, for example, you can play with them, or you can play with or you can play with your friends. Just memorize. There are different strategies. Yeah.
Does that help? Well, You have to remember.
Enjoy it.
I love it. I've been playing for a long time, but now I think, more people are learning. We, in the neighborhood, we follow you, we play different people's homes, and we love it. Social, plus, you know.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you. It was very nice to having you.
Great. Yeah.
Hope you can implement. And yeah, but moving our body is it's like a first step to turn on our brain, to activate our brain. Yeah. I always get new ideas when I walk or when I swim. When I sit in front of the computer, no ideas. But when you walk or swim, something opening in your brain, that's some box with ideas, and I have to write them down. I have my phone to write them down because I forget when I come back home.
I think
That's
the
interesting.
computers and all the cell phones, they're really
Screen.
contributed to all this Alzheimer. Because people are not using their mind, everything they